תבדוק if we are good. How many guys you need in order to go live on YouTube? What's
Probably
going
like
on,
20.
guys? It's Michael here from MIKI'S Talks. Like always, streaming live, bringing you the most relevant and important information you need in order to trade properly this Tuesday trading day. Yeah, with me on the line is Daniel, like always, bringing you the good stuff, the juice stuff, the news.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Daniel.
So, Mickey,
Uh huh.
welcome everyone to the show.
Right.
Hope you're doing well, everyone. Um, Nothing crazy in the news. I will say number one thing. So there is a club of stocks, the $1 trillion club. It includes Microsoft. The first was Apple, then Google, Amazon, and now Facebook has joined that club of $1 trillion market cap companies. Mickey, what do you think on this? Facebook hitting $1 trillion valuation?
That's insane. That's too much, and it's all bullshit. I mean, at the
I
end,
mean,
we
look, the
know that
question.
it's not economic, right? And we know that the price of all stocks are too high, and it's not realistic. That's the end of it, basically. So it's only a hype, right? Only an illusion. That's my
The
thought.
FTC was trying to, so the Federal Trade Commission is a government agency, and they sued Facebook, saying Facebook was a monopoly and trying to force them to sell off Instagram, WhatsApp, or other assets. But magically, that FTC lawsuit disappeared. I wonder why.
Someone got paid.
I wonder why. Yeah, or someone disappeared.
Yeah.
Right now we have U.S. stocks near all-time highs. They're just chopping around all-time highs, nothing crazy. We have some European central bank news,
Right.
policymakers in the ECB.
Hmm.
Mickey, you there?
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
But looks like my people, the Germans and the Austrians, are governors. They want to slow down the buying of, well, the German people. For those who don't know, in between World War One and World War Two, there was something called the Weimar Republic,
Okay.
and Germany has seen massive inflation during that period. And since then, Germans have become very crucial on fighting inflation. So we're seeing in the ECB, both the Germans and the Austrians, who are basically Germans, I'm sorry if I offended you, I don't really care, are trying to fight the inflation. So let's see what happens. We
What
have
did
that
they,
Delta
hold
variant
on,
news.
Daniel. What did they do to fight inflation?
Nothing,
Do
they're
you know?
talking. Nothing. They're trying to lower the they want to, as we all know, central banks around the world are buying assets to pump the stock market in
Hmm.
Europe and America, and the Germans want enough of this because inflation.
Okay.
Uh, as we see, but it's ironic how the Germans, well, not ironic, as I just said, the Germans and Austrians, not a real country, are um, are fighting the inflation, while the Italians, also
Okay.
not a real country, are saying that they want the free money to continue. We all know what happened to the Mediterranean countries in 2011, Greece, Portugal, Spain, Italy, with that, when after joining the Eurozone.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see. I mean, we're seeing inflation is getting pretty crazy, and central banks have dug a hole, and nobody wants to be. It's like with the government. No one wants to be the politician to admit they fucked up. So we're just everyone's. It's like it's a game of hot potato. Everyone's throwing it at another person.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's easier
yeah,
instead of taking
yeah,
responsibility.
yeah. God forbid a politician takes responsibility for his actions, or
Yeah.
any person in general.
Yeah.
Uh, the UK is feeling some pain from its Delta variant. I saw a graph today of the different variants for different names. I don't really care, but
How
the
many out
Delta is
there?
the Indian variant. I think there's like five at this point. Well, there's UK, South Africa, India,
Oh,
original one.
UK
I don't
got
know.
their own.
Yeah,
How did they
I'm
manage to
surprised
get?
the Italians or the Spaniards didn't do one.
Okay.
Yeah, crude is taking a hit. Uh, Iran has gone full craziness, and OPEC is Realizing that, so we have an OPEC plus meeting coming up. We have COVID cases rising. We have Iran going crazy. So oil is falling ever so slightly. As far as the economic calendar goes, nothing really. We have an API, weekly crude oil.
Yeah.
Um, that being said, Basel 3, for those who don't know, Basel or Basel is a city in Switzerland, and it is basically the head where all the European bank, like the FINRA for Europe, sit. And they made some new regulations regarding gold. To be honest, I haven't really read into it. I'm getting tired of hearing about gold, but I do understand that for allocated and non-allocated gold, and I believe for certain kinds of gold on banks' balance sheets, that means they can have like bank owning gold is the equivalent to owning cash as far as accounting goes for European bank.
Hmm.
But we're not really seeing any movement in the gold markets. Everyone was hoping, and then all these people who say buy gold, buy gold, buy gold. Mickey, you know these people, right? The gold bugs.
Yeah, I mean, gold is just moving sideways for the last few days, weeks,
Decades.
yeah, decades. I mean, in general, but like for the
Yeah.
last few
Uh,
weeks, just moving sideways. I don't see anything yet. Obviously, when we will break through one of the levels, either up or down, then we'll get a nice move.
Morgan Stanley. There's been talk around several banks are going to increase payouts and dividends and bonuses.
Mm,
Looks like a Morgan Stanley. We had the federal stress tests,
okay.
and the banks basically outperformed, so they have more cash than they need. So they're going to distribute the cash to their shareholders.
How go,
So
how
pay attention to banking.
how
Well,
nice of them.
how very nice of them.
Yeah.
Nothing. Oh, Kathy Woods. Whatever you think of Kathy Woods, I personally don't really care for her. Her company is trying to create a Bitcoin ETF. Why
Hmm.
would you invest in a Bitcoin ETF when you can just buy Bitcoin? Well, then you're an institution, but still, there are many ways for institutions to get access to Bitcoin. It's just, I mean, Mickey, what are your thoughts on the reserve currency of the future?
Let's not dive into it. We are trying to do a
Yeah,
normal
but it's at
show.
35,000. It broke 35,000.
Yeah.
So there could be some activity in the Bitcoin names today.
I,
What are those names? I forgot already. We'll
Riot and
see.
Mara. And
Right,
it's actually
Mara,
looking pretty
Coin,
good to the upside. Both of them are looking pretty good to the upside. But again, it's only if the Bitcoin is will continue higher. Um,
or I
let's
mean,
go to
I'm
the
not
chart.
seeing that much in the news. Yeah, let's go to the chart.
What's that? But what you're saying?
I'm not, guys. As Mickey goes over the chart, I'm gonna keep on looking for some good ideas. So Mickey, take it over.
Okay, cool. So we're looking at the S&P 500, Nasdaq, like always, 4-hour chart. So we'll start with the ES S&P 500, 4 hours, every bar represented by 4 hours of trading. And as you can see, we're talking about it every day that we're going live. The market looking pretty good to the upside. I would expect it to go down, but only when the VIX will reach that support level, and we'll take a look at that in a second. So at the moment, another new all-time high at the last 4 hours. Nothing really changed. Looking pretty good to continue. Only it will reverse only when we will see the VIX reaching a support level around the 17. We will check it out in a second. And Nasdaq the same, had a great run yesterday, was very strong compared to the S&P. But again, you can see the negative deviation, and we should see a down move on the Nasdaq probably today, maybe tomorrow. I'm guessing we will see a nice move to the downside. So make sure you are watching the Nasdaq in order to trade those stocks. Looking at VX, the volatility index, as you can see, we held a great support at 1750. If we will break it, we will go down all the way to 17, 1710, and that is the point that I'm actually aiming to go short on the S&P. As soon as the VIX will reach that support level, buyers will come in, push it up. That means that the market will drop down. So just make sure you are correlated with VIX on a 4-hour chart. We talked about gold, so let's check it out. At the moment, a
And
nice,
oil.
yeah, this is gold, but we'll check oil in a second. A nice momentum move to the downside, breaking this support level.
Positive news, downside move.
Yeah, I mean, it was consolidated from, let's say, like 2 3 weeks ago. Then right now breaking through it. I got this support level right here. So in my opinion, we will see a move to the upside, and this is only a shakeout, a false break. So this is a major support level at 1757, around that. So let's dive into the 15-minute chart.
I want to just add in some news on Facebook. So, a Texas court just ruled that Facebook is liable for say sex trafficking. So,
What the
good news
fuck?
and some bad news.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, nice. So in
not
my
not nice.
opinion,
I mean,
if we're looking at gold, in my opinion, we will see a reverse here. So on a 30-minute chart, if the next candle bar will close green above this level that I marked, 1758, 1757, then you can go long, I guess, above this area. It should be around the 1762, something like that. This could be a nice momentum move to the upside on gold. So make sure you don't miss it. Only if we will see a green bar here and then break through it. So we still got basically two candles. So another hour because I'm on a 30 minutes chart.
I mean,
Let's
it
is
looks like a good swing play,
Yeah, yeah,
gold
definitely.
for
Let,
long. I
let
mean, I don't see it dropping below 1700, 1760.
No, looking pretty good there. Let's look at some stocks for today. We got CERE on the chart, 5-minute chart, as you can see, popped up like crazy, almost 100%, 80%. So that was, this is a pharmaceutical company after phase one, great result of phase one schizophrenic disease. So moved nicely all the way to the 23, pulled back to this area of support, of resistance, become support. You know what? It looks pretty good to the upside if it will cross the 1920. Stop loss should be below the 1815.
Should
Yeah,
it really? I'm joking.
yeah, looking pretty good actually if it will break
Yeah.
through the 1920. Anything else that you got there, Daniel?
Honestly,
Stocks.
guys, I
Yeah.
don't really have my setup yet, so I
Okay.
can't really see much. AMC, SPCE, those names. I mean, if you want to go over, I will say that the travel stuff, travel is in play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
CCL, UAL,
Right.
DAL,
Yesterday they
AAL,
dropped nicely.
NCLHL. You know,
Yeah, they dropped nicely yesterday. Why is Facebook going up so much? I don't get it. Yesterday closed.
because they could be in. I told you they have the court case and they won the court case. Now they're legally a monopoly.
Oh, no, but you said like sex trafficking or something like that.
Yeah, but that's a small judge in Texas. Nobody cares.
Just a tiny bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see. Let's see if we got anything else on the chart. CELC. I see it popping, dropping. Tesla is dropping a little bit. XPO from yesterday still dropping
XPO.
down. XPO still dropping down right now
Miki, are
at
you still in this trade?
137. No, I got out yesterday. Um, let's see if we have. My problem here is that we don't have a support level. Maybe this area of 135.70, but the main support level is right here at 133. So if it will drop down to this level, definitely look for a buy opportunity at 133, 133.30 or about that. Obviously look for the pivots as well. At the moment, one of them is on 136. So check it out. Let's see if we have anything else going maybe up. Cree, no, that not this one. Nothing here. Goldman is moving up, pushing to the
All the bank
374.
stocks. Wells Fargo, WFC.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it's been a long time since I traded it.
Been a long time since I've traded.
Okay, 46.20. Yeah. Do you know why? What's the reason the bank's moving higher?
Dividends, as I talked
Okay.
about in the
Yeah.
pre-market
Okay.
show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, cash being handed out.
CVNA. Let's see. Is it $4 down? Nothing major. FTNT downgrade. Mm. TXT going up nicely. Let me see if we got some news there on TXT. Morgan Stanley upgraded. Okay, nice. This could be a nice trade today. Looking at TXT, the 70 at the moment, last resistant area. But not a lot of move to the upside. There was a gap to be closed at 70.30, so not a lot to do there actually. Only if we'll see a very strong momentum. Maybe if it will break to check out this scenario. If it will break through this gap right here, the close of the gap, so 70.35, break through that, retest it, only then go long. So we still got, maybe we will see it even before the opening bell. So breaking through the 70.35, then retest it, and then we got plenty of room to the upside. So don't miss it out, okay? Make sure you're following TXT. Upgrade is always good and pushing stocks higher. Let's see if we have anything else besides that. Did you hear the, what's his name? Jim Cramer said,
No, I don't follow Jim Cramer.
yeah, me either, but I saw, I think, like an headline or something like that saying, don't buy Boeing yet. Don't buy the dips on Boeing yet.
Well,
No. People are not listening because they buying it.
okay. Who really? I mean,
Who cares?
I don't. I don't have an opinion. I can't trade.
That's fine. Yeah,
Guys, hopefully my account will be ready soon.
we are working on it. Okay, so I think we got it for today. Not a lot to do at the moment. We will see obviously the scanners when we will start. Make sure you're watching TXT, some traveling companies, and yeah, maybe some. You know what? Go ahead and look for gold companies as well. GOLD, gold, AEM,
FDX,
AU.
gold, GOLD.
Yeah, stocks like that, because if the price of gold will go up and you're not trading futures, then definitely look for those stocks for a nice
Look for
momentum move.
exposure.
Yeah, a nice momentum move intraday. That's it, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, like always. In the meanwhile, stay safe and